Hi everyone, welcome. Today, we are tackling a common issue many Unix and Linux users might encounter, the dreaded possible missing firmware/lib/firmware/i915/ for module i915 message. This error can be confusing, but don't worry, it's usually straightforward to fix. This message often means your Intel integrated graphics are having trouble. Your display might be stuck at a low resolution. You might not have proper graphics acceleration. In some cases, your display might not work at all. First, let's understand what i915 means. It's the kernel module for Intel integrated graphics. Many computers use Intel graphics built right into the processor. Firmware is like a small program. It lives inside your hardware. It tells your hardware how to communicate with the operating system. It's essential for devices like graphics cards to function correctly. Without the right firmware, your graphics card cannot work at its best, or sometimes, not at all. So, why does this firmware go missing? There are a few common reasons. You might have recently updated your Linux kernel. Sometimes, new kernel versions require newer firmware files. You might have installed new graphics drivers. Or, you might have new Intel hardware that needs very specific firmware not yet included in your current system. The most common reason is simply that the Linux firmware package on your system is outdated or not fully installed. Now, let's get to the fix. This process usually involves installing or updating a specific package. The exact commands depend on your Linux distribution. Step 1. Identify your distribution. Are you using Ubuntu, Debian, Fedora, Arch Linux, or something else? Step 2. Update your system's firmware package. If you are on Debian or Ubuntu, you will open your terminal and type sudo apt update then sudo apt install Linux firmware. For Fedora users, the command is sudo dnf update followed by sudo dnf install Linux firmware. If you are an Arch Linux user, you would use sudo pacman-su Linux firmware. These commands ensure you have the latest collection of firmware files, including those for your Intel graphics. Step 3. Update your initramps. After installing new firmware, your system needs to know about it. The initramps is an initial RAM disk. It contains essential files needed during the boot process. You must update it so your kernel can find the new firmware early. For Debian or Ubuntu, use sudo update initramps ukall. For Fedora, use sudo drakitf. For Arch Linux, use sudo mknikpop. This step ensures the kernel has access to the firmware when it starts up. Step 4. Reboot your system. This is crucial. A reboot allows the new kernel and firmware to take effect. Type sudo reboot in your terminal. After your system restarts, check if the issue is resolved. You can often tell by your screen resolution. It should now be correct. You can also check your system logs. Use dmesk grep i915 or journal-lb grep i915 to look for any remaining errors related to i915. If everything looks good, your Intel graphics should be working perfectly. In rare, advanced cases, you might need to manually download specific firmware files from the kernel's firmware repository and place them in /lib/firmware/i915/. However, the package installation method usually solves the problem for most users. That's it for today's fix. I hope this video helped you resolve your missing i915 firmware issue. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this information useful, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more Linux tips and troubleshooting guides. Your support helps me create more content like this. See you next time.